Well, she went missing every day up to that day. That's what didn't make sense to me. But there's a girl in here that day too that I seen her come in. See, I did like Andy and them. He was in here.
Earlier that day,
because I had to move and let him by because I had pulled the blue car and helped my mom's over in the road, and I had the truck parked in the road, edge of the road with the door open, and I had to go move the truck to let him by.
Let Andy by?
Yeah, but what didn't make sense, there's the truck come in. I was down here working on some junk and stuff, loading and stuff, and the truck went in, and I was trying to wait on it to come back out. I pulled out of the road. Well, he kept staying way back, just sitting like. Now it kind of makes sense, you know, but then it didn't. I just thought they was just waiting on me or something to do what I was doing, you know, just being kind. So I finally just backed all the way down here to this wide spot and turned around. And that's when I went on down Lawrence and started working on the cars and stuff down there. But I cannot think what kind of truck it was or nothing. I just remember it was a dark colored truck. Well, I can't remember if it. That's what bothers me so bad. I remember everything about that day, but that right there.
And they were past your driveway over here a little bit?
Yeah, they's on past that where the water pump is and facing back out this. The day went up there and turned and come back down to right there. And then I got thinking about it because I went back down here and turned, and then I went down there and started working on their cars. And I didn't even think at the time about that vehicle hadn't even come out yet. And then Andy comes in that little car that they was driving, and one of Jody Sue was still driving there.
Are you talking about that silver car? Because I was going to ask you about that silver car. They had a little silver, because that's on my list of questions.
See, that's when Andy was in that day, with that little silver car.
The day that Summer went missing?
And then it was like Andy came in, when I let Andy by that. Well, this is what happened. It's crazy. That truck come in, and then I was down there working. I had cars partly in the road and trailer and everything, and then
at the end of your drive here?
Yeah, and in my driveway right here. Well, I was trying to get all that mess kind of straightened up, and I was running short of time, so I just said to head with it, and because I didn't have time to get it unloaded and get to where I need to sell it in time, so I just forgot it, you know, just kind of got it out of the way. Well, I started out of back down here to turn. When I do, there's a girl comes in a car, and this truck's still in here at the time, and I can't remember what tag.
And this is
it was out state tag. I was trying to think what tag it was on it, but it was odd because I never seen it car no more. I seen it come in, and I never did see it go back out, and never seen it no more.
Is this when you were on the way to your mom's up here down to at 167 or 165, or were you going out of the holler?
No, I was at 165 at the bottom of the hill. I had some junk cars just like this down there.
Oh, okay, so you weren't down here working, you were down there.
I was here at first, and then I went
to your mom.
And turned and went on down Mom's. Isn't that steep curve right here where there's a turnaround?
Yeah, and then...
That's where I met that girl in that car. She's a real young like girl. It looked like she probably maybe 18 or 19, what I was figuring, you know. And it is odd that I can't...
Recently, I had been seeing the name Brianna Tester on YouTube in connection with being a Facebook friend of Candace Bly Wells, and that Brianna Tester had kidnapped a child just a couple of weeks after Summer Wells went missing. And as I started to dig around, I wanted to put a face and a story behind the person that was brutally murdered, and her name is Brianna Tester.
So I'm still so sorry, because I'm just really stuck in that story. You were just telling me, you go by...
That car come in, and that truck's up here. Well, I go on down there. Mom's and Dad's there at Bama Hill.
And that trailer that's up on the hill, right? Your mom's?
Yeah.
Like...
I had an old station wagon there at Bama Hill. Well, I had pulled it out of the brush and stuff there, and I actually had a trailer behind me then trying to get it, go ahead and you get it loaded so I could take it the next morning. Well, I wasn't thinking at the time about the other vehicle still ain't come out. Well, Andy comes in then, and
While you're at your mom's?
yeah.
So you could
while
see
I was
her.
still down there working at the road. See, that's all three of them in here then.
So why would Andy come back this way?
And Andy too.
Why would Andy come back this way?
That truck followed Andy back out. It's like Andy come in and got that truck. Like I took it like, as I look back at it now, it's like that truck was looking for Andy's place or something, and they went up there and turned, and Andy come in to
Could be like, hey, it's back there.
Yeah, that's the way I took it, because they followed him right back out. But it bothers me that my mind's blank about that truck. I know it's a dark colored truck, but I can't tell you. I can't
Did the
say whether it's Chevrolet, Ford, or whatnot. That's what drove me crazy.
Did the law enforcement ask you about that too?
Huh?
Did the law enforcement ask you about that truck, or did you?
I told them everything. I mean,
Have they?
everything I know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you have.